Hello everyone, this is Daniel. And yes, yesterday and that Sunday was a very sad day for America. But, worse things happened in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, so I'm not saying that this is really a good thing that America's having right now. But all I can say is that, America had it rough on Sunday and Monday, depending on where you were. Now, if you were in New England, it happened around 12 o'clock, so it was on Monday. If you were in California, Las Vegas, happened around 10 o'clock. Maybe in New England, it happened around 1 o'clock. Anyway, all I can say is, people are the ones that kill. They know how to kill. And the weapons, they're just made from scratch. They're just things that are not living. Weapons do not live. They do not think. They do not see. They do not feel. They do not have feelings. And now that people do call them cruel things, but they're not living or seeing anything like that. But what they do is they shoot the bullet and it goes straight and then curves down from gravity. And the person behind the weapon does the aiming and does the shooting. And that person is the one that kills. It's not the weapon that kills. It's the person that does the killing, not the weapon. But that 64-year-old had committed a heinous act. Who knows where he came from? He may have kept secrets from everyone, even his brothers, even his father, everyone. And anyone who was born of their father might get it twice as good or twice as bad from whoever he inherited from. His father was a bank robber and was on the top 10 most wanted list. Now his son is a mass shooter and knew what he was doing. His father was very clever and stole a whole bunch of money. And now, unfortunately, his son, the father's son that was a bank robber, that 64-year-old, knew what he was doing and killed 59 people, maybe a little more. And he injured 500 plus others. And, anyone that plans that kind of thing and then commits suicide, their final act, whether it's they're Christian or not, will send them to hell. And that I do know, that anyone who is doing that act is not a true Christian. True Christians try to save people's souls. People of the world try to kill people's bodies. And that man, I believe, is in hell. Now, I'm not going to try to judge him too much, but I do know that I'm trying to make sure that that that's not an act to say that will get you in heaven. That I do know. The Bible does say we must judge people's actions. Not who they are, but people's actions. Also, we must be known as people that are kind and loving. And I did hear from God, I got confirmation from God, that the person from from that one concert, one of the people that got killed, one of the 59, maybe a little more, he was shot. Then he went to ride on the ambulance. Then he went to ride. He got rewarded on earth, then in heaven. Then he defeated the devil with his own fire. And fire from words and all that. Then he met God and was rewarded in heaven. That person went to heaven. But I don't think anyone else did. I don't know. I'm not going to judge that kind of thing. But I know that I got confirmation that one of the people from that concert went to heaven. From all the mass killings I know, I didn't hear that kind of confirmation anywhere else. Except for that bad storm, which was in Russia, the hailstorm, which killed someone, and they went to heaven as well. Eh? Anyway. So, please on this. In order not to meet some of these people that are not mass killers or anything like that, in order not to meet people who are mass killers and certain people that are offensive, like that, in the evil sense, try to be God's child. Try to be a child of God. And try to love others like Jesus loves others. Also, try to care for other souls. Try to preach for other souls. Try to win other souls. Because it is not the mass shooter you want to go with, even if God is offensive. It is the actual mass shooter that might offend you. If, for instance, if a mass shooter doesn't offend you, but God offends you more, then you will end up in a very terrible scenario with really nasty people. Now, it's a serious moment right here. Now, I've never heard of 500 people getting injured like that from a mass shooter, but there's the only one other terrorist event that happened in September 11th. That was just as bad as this one. Now, who knows? Maybe you will see God. Maybe you won't. But the thing is, talk to God every day, preach every day, and be righteous. And you will make it to heaven, like one of the people did in that concert. Like the fireworks of the sky hitting this crowd of a college student in the college, and then in the school being rewarded, then going down the train, then meeting a very big mansion, beautiful one, then going in the Pentecostal church, and then, that's for me anyway, then throwing fire from my hands and defeating the dragon, and then going in a hole to meet God in a judgment in the dark blue room, because it's a pretty interesting judgment, and then going to heaven in the bright blue skies and the crystal buildings. Like, they're not crystals, but they're actually like crystals. Like, it's so beautiful. It's that amazing, like many mansions and all that. Alright. And that's no confirmation for you, okay? Alright, I'll be done now, okay? Bye. Sorry about that. Alright, bye.